Are you a streamer with very little average viewers? In this video, I'm going to be answering the question, should you stream on TikTok? If you don't know who I am, my name is Twatter and I make YouTube videos about how to grow on Twitch, how to grow on Kick, anything related to streaming, specifically related to marketing your stream. But first, I want to ask you, what is the biggest problem with streaming? The biggest problem with streaming is streaming platforms like Twitch or Kick, they work on a rich get richer type of system. Meaning, if you already have viewers, you're going to be reaching new viewers directly on the streaming platform. Whereas if you only have 2 viewers, you're going to be buried so far down in any category that no one is ever going to find you, meaning that you are never going to be able to grow and you are never going to reach new people directly on the platform. That means you need to take this action into your own hands and figure out how to promote your streams on other platforms. Specifically, what I recommend is short form platforms like TikTok and YouTube Shorts because they have algorithms built in to help you automatically get your content seen by new people. But you should be using the sponsor of this video, Nexus Clips, to fix this problem. What they do is they take your full videos on YouTube or your streams and they go through and find the best moments that are likely to go viral. Not only that, but it lists out all of these different moments that are likely to go viral, and then you could easily click on them and create a clip out of each one of these moments. When you create one of these clips, it automatically reformats it to be the vertical format necessary for going viral on platforms like TikTok or YouTube Short. Not only does it automatically reformat it and find the best moments, it goes through and adds automatic captions to align with everything that you say. Videos that have captions are way more likely to go viral because it sucks viewers in and it leads to a much higher retention rate. So with Nexus, you are using AI to automatically solve the biggest problem with streaming, which is marketing. Before Nexus, I did all this manually for every clip that I would make for one of my clients, and it would take me over 12 hours to make one clip. Now with Nexus, I can use Nexus to make 144 clips in that 12 hours. The best part is you could try Nexus for free using the top link in my description. Or if you decide to subscribe to remove the watermark and any of the other pro features, you could use that same link and you will save 10% off of the cost of your subscription, no matter if you subscribe monthly or annually. Again, thank you to Nexus for sponsoring this video. Now let's get right into the pros and the cons with streaming on TikTok, so you can decide if it's worth streaming on TikTok for you. First pro, it's easier to reach viewers when you stream on TikTok. And with that being said, it's easier to get your streams in front of new people. That's because TikTok has an algorithm that automatically shows content to new people. The problem with Twitch is there's no like doom scroll, if that makes sense. There is, but it's not in a way that's as powerful as TikTok. They've tried to steal TikTok's idea, but they haven't done it in the best way. So that leaves the biggest pro to TikTok being the algorithm that automatically puts your streams in front of new people. Because let's say I start streaming on TikTok right now, TikTok will automatically start pushing my stream to people's For You page. So if I start streaming Fortnite right now, anyone that watches Fortnite content is likely to get shown my TikTok stream of me streaming Fortnite. Much more people are being exposed to the fact that you are streaming, and much more people that have never seen your stream before, never heard of you before, are seeing your content. Whereas if you were streaming on Twitch, basically no one is going to be coming across your stream if you don't have viewers already. Another huge pro is that it has hundreds of millions of daily users. So many people use TikTok, not only TikTok, but doom scroll type platforms. YouTube Shorts, Twitter, X, TikTok, Instagram Reels. Everyone has a weakness when it comes to social media, and each one of these platforms have hundreds of millions of daily users. TikTok is really one of the strongest and has one of the biggest user bases out of all of these doom scroll type platforms. Not only do they push your stream to new people, there is hundreds of millions of people that you can push your stream to because so many people use TikTok on a daily basis. TikTok is very addicting. The act of doom scrolling it's nowhere near good for society, but from a streamer's perspective, you are putting your stream in front of so many different people. You have way more of a chance to grow, to reach new people. So if you're streaming on TikTok and people are coming in and leaving, it can tell you right away that you are not being entertaining enough to be a streamer. Number 3, you can make a career with a platform on TikTok. When a lot of people think about streaming, they think about streaming as a career because it's easy, or they want to play video games for a living, or whatever the case may be. It can seem easy to just turn on a camera, talk to a camera, and make money streaming. Well, I'm sure you know by now that that's not really the case. It's very hard to grow and reach people and grow to the point where you're actually making money from streaming. With TikTok, it's no different. It is hard to reach the point where you are making revenue, especially from ad revenue. TikTok ad revenue is pretty low, meaning you have to get billions of views before you make any type of substantial ad revenue money. But there's a huge opportunity with TikTok as far as sponsorships. If you make TikToks in like a specific niche, For example, what I should be doing, I should be making more TikToks about how to grow on Twitch, daily tips and things like that. And if I was doing that, I could be sponsored by companies like Nexus, who sponsored this video, who would pay me to talk about Nexus in my TikTok videos. Now let's get into the cons to streaming on TikTok. There's a lack of monetization opportunities. I know it might seem a little contradictory because I was just talking about how you can build a career with platforms like TikTok, which you can. However, when you're specifically talking about live streaming and talking about getting subscribers and bits and like donations and things like that, those type of streaming monetization opportunities are very lackluster. Nobody's paying to subscribe on TikTok. No one's donating to people on TikTok. That's not really normal for TikTok. The streaming community on Twitch and Kick and those type of streaming platforms, it's already a well-known thing about paying to subscribe and gifting and donating and things like that. It's already a well-known concept in these communities. Whereas streaming on TikTok, it's nowhere near as accepted. It's nowhere near as logical to donate to your favorite streamer if they're streaming on TikTok. If you have viewers, you could get sponsorships and you can make much more money by streaming on TikTok if you do it the right way. It's a bit more of the next level, but you will be rewarded financially, of course, because it is the next level of business. It's different than getting a $5 subscription or $10 worth of bits or anything like that. I do still say it's a con because when you're starting out, those $5 subscribers, those $10 worth of bits, they could really add up and be great motivation to help you keep streaming, if that makes sense. You don't have to grow and build this huge platform before you can ever get a sponsorship opportunity. You could start making money from day one. The second con is it is a brain rot type of community. I don't know where this term came from. I guess I'm a little too old and I don't watch TikTok enough. I don't want people coming into my chat saying skibbity doo or whatever the Ohio, whatever these random brain rot type things are. I don't want that vibe. That's not me. If you don't mind it, if you would rather have viewers and you don't care what they say, what they act like, how old they are, how mature they are, anything like that, then it's not really a con for you. But I had to put it because it would be a major con for me. And the third and last con is the uncertain future that it has in the US. Sometime in June, I'm pretty sure they're supposed to, again, talk about if they're going to ban TikTok. They've been talking about it for like 2 years now. I think even longer than that, since Donald Trump was president the first time. Future of TikTok is definitely uncertain. I cannot say for certain that in 30 days TikTok will still be here. You may build a huge platform on TikTok and it might go away if you're from the United States. Or even if you're not from the United States, if you're from the UK and you build a huge audience of people that are from the United States, if the TikTok gets banned in the United States, all of your audience is going to go away. If I was a betting man, if I had to put my money where my mouth is, I would bet that TikTok won't be banned in the US. However, I am not confident enough to say that it's not a con, because it's definitely a con because there is a chance that you can lose everything that you've been working for. However, do you want the best of both worlds? Let me show you how. Stream to TikTok to reach people and then quickly funnel them into your Twitch stream, whatever streaming platform you choose. This is because as soon as you reach people on TikTok, you want to funnel them into where it matters. Because as soon as you have viewers on platforms like Twitch or Kick, you are going to be reaching new viewers on platforms like Twitch or Kick, and you won't have to worry about any of these cons mattering, because you're going to have all of the pros, because you're going to be reaching new people directly by streaming on TikTok. There's 100 million daily users on TikTok, and you could still make a career from TikTok, but you won't have to worry about any of the cons because you are funneling people into your Twitch where there is better monetization opportunities. You are funneling people into Twitch where there is less of a brain rot type of community feel. Obviously, there's a chance that some people will take that type of attitude to Twitch, but it's up to you to be strict with your community and not let them do or act however you don't want them to. That is exactly how you make the best of both worlds and how you stream on TikTok, but also use that to leverage into building a community on Twitch or Kick. That way you can monetize easier and still be mainly a live streamer, and you won't have to worry about building a business of being a TikToker and sponsored creator and things like that. I really appreciate you for watching all the way to the end. I can't express enough how thankful I am to be able to get the opportunity to help streamers. If you would like me to review your channel and tell you exactly what you're doing wrong, I do this for every single streamer that I work with in my management program. I have tiers starting as low as $10 that go all the way up to $100. Every single tier that I have comes with one-on-one management, meaning I tell you exactly what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. I go through your streams, I tell you what you're doing wrong and what you need to be doing and what you need to stop doing. Not only do I do that for every single tier, but every single tier comes with algorithm benefits, meaning I use my high follower accounts to watch your content all the way to the end, helping your average viewer retention rate, helping your content be pushed further on on all 4 of these major short form platforms. Not only that, but I engage with it by leaving a like and comment from all of my high follower accounts, which also tells your algorithm that it's doing good with high follower accounts, and this content should be pushed to more people, helping your content reach more people and helping you reach more viewers faster. With that being said, I have very limited spots. However, I add more spots every time I drop a new YouTube video, as long as I can handle a couple more people. With that being said, as soon as I drop this video, I'm adding a couple more spots. If you want my one-on-one management, if you want my direct advice, if you want me to tell you exactly what you're doing wrong, check out my Patreon and see if I have any openings. And if I do have any openings, go ahead and join any tier, join the Discord, message me on Discord, and I will review your channel and let you know what you're doing wrong. So if you're a streamer, I appreciate it greatly if you subscribe, and you can check out my other videos because I have over 100 videos dedicated to marketing, specifically related to marketing your streams, about how to grow on Twitch, how to grow on Kick, if you should stream on Kick or Twitch, etc. Again, thank you so much for watching.